Narrated Talha bin Ubaidullah. A Bedouin with unkempt hair came to Allah's Messenger and said, "O Allah's Messenger, inform me what Allah has made compulsory for me as regards the prayers." He replied, "You have to offer perfectly the 5 compulsory prayers in a day and night, 24 hours, unless you want to pray nawafil." The Bedouin further asked, "Inform me what Allah has made compulsory for me as regards fasting." He replied, "You have to fast during the whole month of Ramadan, unless you want to fast more as nawafil." The Bedouin further asked, "Tell me how much zakat Allah has enjoined on me." Thus, Allah's Messenger informed him about all the rules, i.e. fundamentals of Islam. The Bedouin then said, "By him who has honored you, I will neither perform any nawafil, nor will I decrease what Allah has enjoined on me." Allah's Messenger said, "If he is saying the truth, he will succeed, or he will be granted paradise." The Prophet observed the fast on the 10th of Muharram, Ashura, and ordered Muslims to fast on that day. But when the fasting of the month of Ramadan was prescribed, the fasting of the Ashura was abandoned. Abdullah did not use to fast on that day unless it coincided with his routine fasting by chance. Narrated Abu Huraira. Allah's Messenger said, "Fasting is a shield or a screen or a shelter, so the person observing fasting should avoid sexual relation with his wife and should not behave foolishly and impudently, and if somebody fights with him or abuses him, he should tell him twice, 'I am fasting.'" The Prophet added, "By him in whose hands my soul is, the smell coming out from the mouth of a fasting person is better in the sight of Allah than the smell of musk." Allah says about the fasting person, "He has left his food, drink, and desires for my sake. The fast is for me, so I will reward the fasting person for it, and the reward of good deeds is multiplied 10 times. The Prophet said, "There is a gate in paradise called Ar-Rayyan, and those who observe fasts will enter through it on the day of resurrection, and none except them will enter through it. It will be said, 'Where are those who used to observe fasts?' They will get up, and none except them will enter through it. After their entry, the gate will be closed, and nobody will enter through it." Narrated Abu Huraira. Allah's Messenger said, "Whoever gives 2 kinds of things or property in charity for Allah's cause will be called from the gates of paradise and will be addressed, 'O slaves of Allah, here is prosperity.' So, whoever was amongst the people who used to offer their prayers will be called from the gate of the prayer, and whoever was amongst the people who used to participate in jihad will be called from the gate of jihad, and whoever was amongst those who used to observe fasts will be called from the gate of Ar-Rayyan. Whoever was amongst those who used to give in charity will be called from the gate of charity." Abu Bakr said, "Let my parents be sacrificed for you, O Allah's Messenger. No distress or need will befall him who will be called from those gates. Will there be anyone who will be called from all these gates?" The Prophet replied, "Yes, and I hope you will be one of them."